Hello and welcome back to Precious Memory Box's Junk Journaling. And today I finally have part 2 of my gift sack journal that I made. And what I was making this journal for was to put pictures of my granddaughter's first birthday in here, which is coming up here in the month of March. And I used the You and Me kit, which is kind of a Valentine's kit, but I still thought it was perfect for this little journal and what I want to use it for pictures. And then I'm also going to be using some pieces from the I believe it's Love Letters. Oh, I'll look and put that up on the screen in case I have that wrong. It might be Love Birds, but I'm using a few pieces from that kit too. And so today we're just going to be adding a few ephemera touches and stuff like that to it, and this will be ready because I want to leave most of the room for journaling and pictures, so I'm not going to add too much in it. So right here on the front I did this little row of ribbon. I just wanted to add something else to go along with the focal point, so I think I'm going to add these little birds here. And so let me grab my glue and we'll glue that on. And these papers are from Silver and Sparkles. This is the design team project. And go check out Pam's Etsy shop, Silver and Sparkles. She has lots of beautiful kits over there for all seasons of the year. And she also sells other things like ribbons and ephemera and stuff like that that she makes. So make sure you go check out her shop. It will be linked down below. And then make sure you jump over to her channel and watch some of her videos. Pam she comes up with so many great ideas. So make sure you check out Pam's channel. And if you're new to my channel, I would appreciate if you like and comment and subscribe and stay a while. All right, so we got that there. I've got a little pocket here. And I'm thinking, excuse me, thinking I need to add a little something there. The heart is kind of too big, so let's see if I got a smaller heart. Let's grab out some of our hearts here. Here we go. Here's one. Let's go ahead and add that. And like I said, this gift sack journal is going to be for placing pictures in of my granddaughter. So we're going to go ahead and add that there. And then I've got these little labels that I think are cute. Let's just trim a little bit off on each side so that it will sit on there. See if that works. There we go. All right. I don't think I'm really going to ink this book, although I do see it looks like I got a little ink on the outside with my fingers, but that'll be okay. So this is just a pocket where I can put extra photos or something. And then I used the tags that were in the kit as part of the pages too. I just made hinges and added them. So you can see where I've already added something to most of these pages. There's another tag. Those are really cute. So let's just go along here and we'll see if we find something that doesn't have something on it. Okay, so we need something here. What if we add the little lovebirds? I think we'll do that. Fussy cutting is not my favorite thing to do. So unless I get out my brother's scan and cut, you're always going to see some lines around my stuff. Like it's not going to be perfectly cut out. I just don't have the patience for that, I'll be honest. Okay, so we've got things here. Could add a little, let's see if I got another little heart. Set that over there, and let's see, got some stuff off to the side here, so let's just see what we have. Here's a little heart, and that'll actually match perfectly with that heart there. There we go. All right, I think that one is good. Maybe we'll add a little bird here. I like that idea. Let's do this one. Yeah. There are lots of great labels and different little sayings and pages in this kit, so be sure you go check it out. Okay, let's put this heart over here. Do we want it at the top or the bottom? I think I'm going to go for the bottom, since the other page has one at the top. There we go. Okay, this one doesn't have anything, so let's go ahead. We'll put love always. And maybe our little birds up there. Okay, what do we want on here? So let's do a heart. I'm kind of avoiding the hearts with the little critters on them, but it's okay. This one I might put up here and leave the bottom open so we could tuck a picture up underneath it. So I'm just going to put glue on the top portion and not on the bottom portion. So that way, once it's dry, you can stick something up under here and it will hold it in place. So like an up tuck, I guess is what you would call it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a label down here. The little letter on it. Sorry if I'm getting out of camera. Keep scooting it closer and closer to me. Okay, what do we want to put on here? Let's see what else we have. We could make a belly band so that we could slide a couple pictures under that. I might do that. I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on, and then I'll cut that piece off. So let me go ahead and I'll glue the top. And then down here at the bottom, we'll put some glue. Try to keep that straight. Give that a few minutes to dry, and then I'll come back and glue that. And let's see. Do we want to put a heart on here? No, I think I'll just leave that blank. Put the little bug up there. And on these little labels, what I thought was great about them is you could put like the date or the people in the picture. You know, you could add to it so you can remember the occasion. So there we go. And one more. What do we want to do on here? Let's see. Do I have any paper that we can make a pocket out of? Here we go. Okay, let me measure this real quick. And we will make a pocket for this page. Well, helps if you go the right direction. Okay, so it's about 3 3/4 inches. So let me grab my trimmer here for just a moment. I'm not going to worry about cutting the white off the edges because I think it's just fine. All right, so let's go here. We're going to go to 3 3/4. All right. And then we're going to make it about, let's see, do we want it to be 3 inches tall? Yeah, let's do 3 inches tall. All right. Oops. And then I'm going to take my notch punch that I have here and cut a little top in it. There we go. And I'll take the scissors. This should be dry enough now that I can cut this off here. There we go. I'm going to take the glue and glue our pocket down. Is everybody having rainy weather like we are? Or are you sunshiny today? I know everybody is probably ready for spring to get here. There we go. And that way we can add little extras in there. And I'm going to leave the back like it is. And I think I will take my extras here and grab them all. And just use them to fill up that pocket. That way, if I want to use more of them along the way, I'll have them. And if I don't need them in the end, I can take them out. And maybe we'll put one little critter on there. There we go. Let's put this little critter on. Then I have a couple little other things that we can add. So I have this bow that I really like, and I was going to take it apart, but I don't think it's a full ribbon. I was going to use it as the closure, but I think they cut part of it, so I'm just going to use it as a fun bow in here. And let me see if I can. I'm just going to put it on the middle for right now. Or let's see, let's put it on the back cover, and it'll stand up a little prettier. And I just love that bow, so I wanted to add that. And then I thought about adding one of these butterflies to the outside cover, but it's going to be quite thick, so I'm not sure. So that color might not have the right color. I need more of a lavender color, and these are kind of too bright, I think. Yeah, so we'll save these for another project, but they're cute. And then the other thing I have, because I want to have a closure, is I have some seam binding here. I do have some more pink, but I also have some green. So I think we'll get the lightest green I see in here. And let's see if we can find an end. There we go. This is called Sea Moss. And let's see. What I usually do is I cross over these, and then I use the string to hold them together. So let me cut off a good portion of that, and we'll give that a try. See how we like it. Okay. So I'm going to cross this over and try to make it think how I need it to do so I can come back around and tie it. There we go. Okay. So I'm just putting it through the loop on both sides, and I'm trying to make sure they're somewhat even. Oh, I'm missing this side. Okay, so I'm putting it on both of those loops, and I'm going to pull it kind of taut. And so I'll show you each side. You can see how it's through there. Okay. If you don't like it like that, you can definitely take and just cut the loops off and put the seam binding around it, or whatever type of closure you'd like to use. But I kind of like using the handles that way. But I am going to tie them pretty tight. Okay. And I am going to leave the extra because this is going to expand some. This journal is. And so I want to make sure that I have room for it to expand. So there it is. There's my little gift sack journal. And I'm going to use mine for pictures. But it's fun. It's pretty easy to make. I didn't have to do any cutting or anything on the paper bag at all. All I had to do was sew in my signature and embellish the pages, and I'm good to go. So thank you so much for joining me for part 2, and I hope if you haven't seen part 1, you'll go back and that'll show you more of the construction of the journal. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to go over and check out the Silver and Sparkles Etsy shop and check out these 2 kits. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.